Hello everyone from Patio Frutal. This is Sergio coming at you. Today is November the 9th and it's a beautiful day to be in the yard. And it's 43 degrees, nice and sunny, cool. So we're going to show you today all the preparation that goes to keeping figs alive in the Northeast. So now it's time for the fig trees to go to sleep. So I'm going to try to be as quick as possible to show you what I gotta do, keep these babies alive through the winter. So we're gonna start with the in-ground figs. And this bag here, well, you saw my previous video how we was tying this down. Pardon me. So how we tie these fig trees down, and what you didn't see, it was everything I went through because it's a tedious job. Well, tedious, yeah, not tedious, but you have to. It's a long process, so I couldn't film the whole thing. Since I don't know how to edit video yet. I'm gonna have to apply myself to it to learn how to do this. But anyway, so that was the final result, right there. So this is the bag, and it has, the wood in there. So it turned out to be too tall. It's about 7.5 feet tall. So I didn't trim it since the bag was long enough to go all the way up to the top. So the bag is filled with mulch leaf from the yard, which my yard, when I did it, was pretty clean at the time. Well, I think it was. But since you still have millions of leaves up in the trees that's around my property, well, leaves are going to be a messy thing in the fall. So anyway, so what I want you to see is how nicely it looks, nice and tight. So this should insulate itself. It's full of leaves, and I want you to see that on the top, where you have this plastic bucket sort of, and that plastic bucket has holes on the top, so that'll help them breathe when it's a sunny day like today that it gets warm. You touch and it feels so nice and warm in there, and that's what you want for this tree to survive. But also, it needs a breather because as the temperature gets colder, it fluctuates. The heat comes up and down, so you don't want the plant to cook. So you gotta have a breather. So as you see up here, there's openings in there where the air comes through. And see that yellow tape that you see up there? It's a big tape. Well, that is a sticky trap for bugs that would like to hide. Well, that one flipped up, so I cannot show you because the sticky side's in the other side because the wind flipped it up. But I'm gonna go to the other plants. I got 3 in-ground figs that are permanent outside for the winter. As you can see, those 2 over there, and each one has a bucket. So I want you to see what goes into it. Like I said, I put that sticky tape to catch any bugs, and as you see, there's a lot of yellow hornets stuck in there because I don't want them to go under the bucket, under here, and try to make a nest, and then I'm highly allergic to bee sting, so I have to take care of that, and that's one of the ways to do it. But again, I want you to see it's nicely wrapped, full of leaf, and it has a breathing hole. So all around it. Oh, by the way, that bucket up here, I fill it up with leaf before I put it on top of the other branches. So that protects those tip of the branches. Although it is too tall as it is, it's almost 8 feet high. They all are about 8 feet high. So they are, I'll probably give them a little trim in the springtime next year. So, so the same thing for this one. Full of leaves. This one you can see better the leaves, but you see the leaves in there. So, but it's still the tree. The whole structure here is able to breathe. So here we have the sticky tape that I had up there. I guess it have flown off, but you see, it's full of bugs. Let me see if I can stick it up there again. All right, so you see there, it's full of bugs. Like I said, yellow hornets that want to hide in there, so they meet their in there and are not unhappy about it. But anyway, because they're not bees, these are hornets. So if you think I'm done harvesting fruit, well, you could be wrong. And I'll show you why. This is my Jenny kiwi vine. Although it looks completely dead now, it is holding fruit, because these Jenny kiwis, well, they are later than all my other kiwis. My other kiwis are completely cleaned, but this one's still holding fruit. As a matter of fact, I think I only harvested like 4 fruits so far. And they're starting to get ripe, but they need the cold. So this is a great, great addition to my yard, because these Jenny kiwis, well, I'm going to be harvesting. Nice, getting soft. Not soft yet to be ripe, but they are. I'll show you the tag here. Look, I paid $13 for this kiwi vine, Jenny kiwi, and I didn't even know the characteristics of it. I just saw in one of the big box store called Lowe's, and it says Arctic kiwi on it. I said, well, I'll give it a try. I'll have a pergola, not a pergola. This is a gazebo frame. And I said, I'll put them in there, see what happens. So this is what happened. My Neater, my Anna, each one in one corner, and then in these 2 corners, these are 2 Jennies. And they have produced for the first time. And, well, so far so good. I mean, what could be better than that? An extended harvesting season. This is going almost into winter now. So, I've been digging some of my fig plants that were here. And these are the big ones. So I want you to see, I have removed all the dirt from the root, because otherwise that's just extra weight that I don't need. So what I want you to see the difference is, this one is a 5-gallon grow bag. This one is a 3-gallon. So once, like I said, you have to learn from your mistakes. So this one, the 5-gallon, is a heavy bag to lift when you got the tree branches poking at your face and stuff. So those are things that you have to think about. Now, that's probably too tall already for my root salad, where they're gonna go now. So this one here, I just dug it up. And what I'm gonna do is, since this one's a smaller plant, I'm gonna just clean them out and bring it to the root salad, which is gonna be growing. Let me get ready, put some gloves on it. So, as you see, you dig up and all the roots comes with it, and also the soil. So you just trim that along. You don't need any of it, because in the root salad, it is very humid. It's 100% humid through the winter. As a matter of fact, when it rains, and I checked on it, because if you don't have it in an environment like that, you have to water this in the winter months, because it gets dry, and they still need some moisture in there. They need to have some blood in their veins. Water is their blood. So, as you see, this is a whole bunch of root. And so, this one we're going to carry and bring it to the fig, not the fig, to the greenhouse. Because inside my greenhouse, it's the underground for the fig plants. So as you see, I got some of my tropicals are here. And the only reason why they're looking nice and green is because nighttime I turn on the heater right there, and well, prep them. So anyway, my root cellar is open, and I want you to see. Let me move this. Turn this over here. I don't know. So we're gonna put my fig plants. See all the roots and stuff? Well, that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go down below, and we're gonna walk in. Sorry if the camera will get kicked around, but I need to hold on to things when I'm walking inside here. So yeah, okay. So now we are inside. This is only about 5 feet from the ground. So as you see, my my plants that are just too big. Well, I gotta put this camera where it's not in my way. Sorry if I get too close to the camera, but I have to move around this side place. Alright, so we're gonna bring this plant here. Oh, right on the edge. There we go. Alright, so now mind that this is right up to the top, because you have to also measure the grow bag, and see, it's touching right up to the top. So a lot of these branches, I'm not going to trim it either one, because since it's so highly moist, because this is the soil here, this is the dirt, so that way the humidity keeps your plant alive in the winter. You don't have to worry about watering it. So they go here, I don't have to bother anymore. Since last year was my first time keeping plants down here, and they survive 100%. All right, all of this is pressure treated wood. Don't do it regular wood because they're gonna rot down here. So that was my plan all along. So there you go, guys. So I gotta do this, bring plants down here. Like even those young fig plants, you see they're starting to ripen up, even though they're inside the greenhouse, because fig plants are deciduous plant, so they have to go to sleep. So I'm gonna walk out again, and I'm gonna show you. I have to do this about 50 times, at least 50 times, because I have many plants, fig plants. There's 2 more, and those are super big, that are gonna go in there. So I have to accommodate each one, and it takes time, guys. So just think, if you decide to grow some figs, the extra work that goes with it. I mean, keeps you entertained and busy, you know, gives you something to do. And see, all of these plants, these are all gonna go on the ground. And you know, it's a nice beautiful Saturday. So as you see, chickens are molting because it is time to go into winter mode. So there you go, guys, from Patio Frutal. I hope you like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Love that. And you have a great evening.